And welcome to Idaho Today. I'm Melissa Paul. Idaho author and illustrator Chad Otis is back with a new children's book, Hazel is All That. It's a sweet, funny story about dogs, emotions, and seeing beyond first impressions. So a warm welcome to Chad. Always great to have you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thanks for having me back.
Love your collection of books here. And today, though, we're talking about your latest, Hazel Meets a whole cast of dog characters, right? Like this is with dogs.
Exactly, yeah. I kind of made an excuse for myself to draw a bunch of dogs. I'm kind of dog crazy. Neat Nick was one. I'll try not to knock these all over, but that's a big, messy dog. Anyway, I gave myself a chance to make a whole bunch of dogs, draw a bunch of dogs and have a story with dogs in it.
I love it. Dog lover as well at heart.
Yeah,
so anything that involves the dogs, this is adorable. But this book in particular, though, it tackles some really great concepts and topics that I think are going to make it easier too for caregivers and parents to have these emotionally forward conversations with their kids, right?
Yeah, that's kind of, like most of my books, I didn't really start off trying to make a message or some social emotional learning message. It started off just trying to have dogs and funny things happen, but it always kind of ends up being that. And this one is about empathy, really. It's about kids at this age, a picture book age, are really kind of learning what the difference between emotions and personalities. They're learning about time and how time passes. So this story kind of does that. Maybe I can show you a couple.
Please do. We would love to see.
So Hazel and her mom go on a walk.
Okay.
And Hazel she's pretty sassy. She's pretty happy with herself.
She is all that.
She's all that.
She
says,
that.
She flips her hair. And then she thinks she's pretty clever, because she is. But then something happens.
Oh.
And which kind of gets her going, and she starts labeling dogs as mean and sweet and good and bad and all that sort of thing. And but then something else happens to her. I won't give the whole thing away, but something else happens with her, and then she goes through a range of emotions. And she starts to kind of rethink things as she walks back through the park with her mom. And decides in the end that probably people and dogs aren't kind of all one thing.
Very nice.
Yeah, that we're this big range of emotions. And then, in the end, she's pretty sure that we're all that and more.
I love it. Oh, I just got goosebumps. Again, what I love about your books, you're introducing this in a very simplistic way to kids, but these are skills that are really important that even adults struggle with.
Exactly.
Identifying emotions.
Yep.
And realizing that we are complicated and we're supposed to be complicated. We are all that, right?
That we might be one thing at one time, but something else,
but it doesn't define us.
Trigger us. It doesn't define us. So kids are kind of learning the difference between temporary emotions and longer-term personalities and character traits.
Yep, and first impressions too, right?
And first impressions.
Yes,
love this. Don't judge a dog by its bark.
I like that. Don't judge a dog by its bark.
Yeah.
And you had mentioned the inspiration for this came from just your love of dogs.
Yeah, from my love of dogs, and this actually started off, like I said, they don't usually start off with a message, but this one started off with a little kid who gets the opportunity to adopt her own dog and goes to the kennel and tries to find a dog because she has been watching dogs and seeing that dogs look like their owners. She thinks she's going to go there and get one that kind of looks like her, and she starts to have some kind of introspection and a little self-reflection on.
Chad, I want to share a bit about you with our audience, though. I mean, obviously your books are beautifully illustrated. Your story is very, very relatable and just lovely. I love it. I love a lot of the messages that you have here. But people may not know you actually have experience working with Nickelodeon and Disney.
Yeah.
Really strong brands that are known for storytelling and connecting, especially to youth. How has that helped you in your adventures in writing stories?
Yeah, I think, well, I was more a designer and illustrator to start with, and became more of a storyteller and was exposed to a lot of the story elements with Nickelodeon and Disney and that sort of thing. So that helped me early on just to be kind of connected with the people at Disney and Nickelodeon as we made games for them, made apps for them, did things online that were story-based. I got to learn the basics of storytelling and just kind of soak that all in.
Well, you clearly excelled.
Thanks.
Yes, because these are lovely, absolutely lovely. Okay, where can our viewers go so they can get Hazel is All That, plus look at all the other incredible books that you've written for kids? Yeah,
thanks for asking. So our good friends at Rediscovered Books just moved to 16th and Grove. So that's a great place to go to get them. You can get them online, or my new friends at Shared Stories in Caldwell where I've done 2 events with them this week, one at the Nampa Public Library.
Oh, wonderful.
And then one at Indian Creek Plaza, where they're located, is another great place to get them if you want to buy them independently. Otherwise, get online, Google my name, whatever, and you can get them that way.
Wonderful, Chad. Thank you.
You bet.
Love having you on.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, stick around. More to come on Idaho Today right after the break.